All right, that's enough of that. What's up, guys? It's your boy Q. And yes, if you cannot tell, my voice is pretty fucked up right now. Hang on a second. That's the wrong thing. There we go. Howdy. Uh, it's been a minute. Thought I would open it up. If you want to join, links in the chat pinned. I'll probably let you in if you join here in a minute. I want to go over some things. Jesus Christ, yeah, my voice is it's gone. But anyway, I want to talk about why I haven't been making content. What's going to be happening going forward, a few other things like that. But let's start with some good news. Yeah. So right now, I am in the works with a friend of mine to not only make an album that I've been trying to make for God knows how long now, but I'm also working on making an album with him. So the two of us will be rapping together, which I'm pretty excited about. And hopefully you guys are excited. I know he is excited. Like we hung out for like like about 3 hours or so, just listening to beats that he had made, and I gotta tell y'all, some of them beats lit a fire under me. And I'm excited to get back into working on music. So there's that. I don't know if any of you guys on this side of my YouTube collective follow the other channels, but I will say this: Q's interviews is going to be getting repurposed for some other shit. Mostly, it's going to be for my music. Because to be honest with you, it's not that I don't want to do interviews. It's not that I don't have fun doing them. I just kind of suck at social interaction, and I don't make friends very easily. So, yeah, I just really haven't had the drive to do interviews. Maybe one day I'll get back into that. I don't really know. Um, so let's talk about the other elephant in the room, which was the podcast that I had been talking about, which is the podcast by former addicts for people in recovery. That's still going to happen. There's just some stuff I need to work out, need to figure out. Um, because I want to do it the right way. I don't want to do it like all my other content where it's just me talking at a screen for God knows how long until I get bored basically. I actually want that to reach people. I want to help people, you know. And so that's going to take a while. But it's going to happen. I promise. Like, eventually it's going to happen. Um, Now on the thing about me not making content, it's cut and dry. I just didn't want to. If I'm being honest, I don't really have a reason to live stream anymore. I mean, a few of you guys here and there pop up, say what's up, and then dash out because I've got nothing interesting to say. And that's not like oh, feel bad for me, why would you leave me? It's more of like I recognize that I am not very entertaining on my own. Um and I've kind of accepted that, you know, I've accepted the fact that not everyone can do this YouTube shit. Um so like I really haven't been, you know, chomping at the bit to do this. Honestly, I made an appearance on Brojos the other day, which was the first time in a while, which was pretty cool. Um, I might start trying to get back into doing that, where I pop into people's live streams every once in a while. But you know, as far as like creating my own content, doing streams and things like that, um, I don't know. I like. I'm not saying, oh God, this channel, everybody, it's getting deleted. You guys, no, it's not bullshit like that. It's just more of like, if I have wild hair to stream, I'm going to. But you know, I'm more focused on making those albums, trying to get uh focused in on music because at the end of the day, that's what I've always been about. You know, I've always loved the idea of producing. Um, and you know what? I don't give myself credit enough, but you know what? I think I make some pretty damn good music. Um, and I want to continue to do so. You know, shout out to my boy Goldleaf. You are a homie, and I can't wait to embark this fucking odyssey, homie. I can't wait to start working on shit with you. Um, you know, one of the things that I've been kind of thinking about lately is and people are gonna be like, oh well, you're too young to be thinking about that. You're only you're a baby. But like I'm almost 30 and I've been thinking to myself, you know, one of the things that I've always been afraid of, and I'm not ashamed to admit it, is when I die, it's just not gonna matter. You know, like I don't have like a shitload of achievements that I can be like, haha, these are gonna last last time, and fucking be there to the end of the universe. You know, I'm just dropping the fucking bucket, and I've been thinking about like ways that I can, you know, change that or ways to make myself not feel that way. And, you know, I think that if anything, my music will speak for itself, you know. Uh, I don't even know if anybody's actually watching this, but if you are, um, I just want to thank you for being here. Um, like one of the things I can say that I'm grateful for when it comes to YouTube and like all of the shit that I've done on YouTube is I've made some really good friends. I've met some really cool people and I've done some pretty cool shit, you know? And I wouldn't change any of it. I'm glad that uh I can look back at certain streams or certain videos and be like, what the fuck was I doing? Like, um I've also learned, hey, what's up, Purple? I've also learned just about, you know, sometimes things don't work out and you gotta you gotta learn how to take an L and keep going. And I've taken a great deal of losses. Um, and like I'm not trying to be all bummery and fucking sad and all that. You know, it's just real shit. The reason I don't make content as much as I used to is I just don't have the gusto or whatever you want to call it to continue to do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again and like not seeing any results or any changes. And I'm not gonna lie, I have ADHD, man. So if it's not in front of me constantly, unfortunately, sometimes it just doesn't exist. And I feel like that's what my YouTube channel has been uh the last few months. I get on YouTube, I watch things that I want to watch, and then I fuck off. Um, I don't know. I feel like if there's anything to say or to do, a lot of the times there are like people in my circles who have more interesting things to say or more interesting conversations to have. Whereas like I'm just that redheaded fuck that a bunch of and then that's really it. That's all that's going for me. Um, it's why like I've kind of started to really lock down on the things that I'm good at, and trying to just branch out to different things. Um, you know, but yeah, like at the end of the day, I'm really excited to start working on music again. Like, probably not gonna be for a minute because my voice sounds like I've been gargling gravel. But you know, I just hope that when this music is done and I'm ready to release it, I hope that people take it for what I like it is, like I don't want to give away too much, but the album that I'm more excited to work on is something that has been in the works for a really really long time. What up, Trusty? How you doing, brother? Um it's called Letters from Q. It's The idea is I sit down and I read a letter to somebody that I may not get to talk to anymore, or someone that I wronged in the past, or someone that's been in my life for a long time. And there's a bunch of shit that I'm really, really excited to do with this. Some of it I'm very scared to do too. I'm not gonna lie. this album is going to be the most vulnerable I think I've been in music ever. Uh, and you know, it's not easy, in my opinion. In my opinion, it's not easy to open up and be vulnerable to like a bunch of people, but when it comes to music, it's more than that. Like you can I don't think there's a single person out there that can tell me that they don't have a song that's their go-to. No matter if it's like I listen to this first thing when I wake up, or I listen to this when I'm pissed off, or I listen to this when I want to cry. Like everybody's got that one song that just means the fucking world to them. And that's kind of the goal, is to give even just one person some fucking hope, because that's all like that's what we need nowadays, man. Like the world's fucked up. Shit just keeps getting worse, and it doesn't look like it's going to get any better anytime soon. And if I can bring a smile to someone's face, or I can help them feel like they're not alone, or they're not struggling with a situation by themselves, then I like I said before, I've kind of done my job. I understand what it's like to be in that situation where you're going through some shit. Not a lot of people have gone through said shit, so they don't know what it's like, or you're too scared to tell people what you're going through because you don't want to be a burden, or something like that. you know and it's hard, man. Like it sucks, and I just want everybody here, like, for real, and more than just like music shit. Like, if you're going through something and you want to hit me up or just vibe with me, I'm more than welcome to do that. Like, I care about a lot of people that watch my show. I care about a lot of people that care about me. Like, I don't know. I'm just some random motherfucker that a lot of people seem to either like or dislike, and I'm here for those that like me, and maybe the people that don't one day will. Who knows? The link is posted in the chat. I basically said everything I need to say. If you want to come in and kick it with me, feel free to. Um, if not, I might end this soon because I don't want to just be talking to my fucking self. But damn it, my fucking vape died. Shit. Anyway, one of the things that I've been thinking about, right, is I feel like when, and this might just be me, I don't know, but I feel like if you go through like an addiction or another traumatic experience, and you know that there are people in your life who are going through similar situations, and you have a way to be there. I feel like you are not like obligated, but like I feel like there's some kind of like I don't know how to put it. I'm sorry, I'm blanking. Um, I don't know. I just feel like if you should do something, like I wish that I could help all the people going through the shit that's going on in Texas. Like, I hope my like thoughts and prayers are legitimately out for them. If I had the money, if I was rich, I'd be donating money over there. If I could just make somebody smile when they're going through and bullshit, like something I've been wanting to do for a while. I don't know, like I don't think of myself as like this high and mighty fucking great person because like I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit of a shit turd. Um, both currently and in the past. I still have my own faults, you know. But uh, stop it. Anyway, sorry. My phone was going off. I don't know. I just want to help people, man. You know, that's all. Anyway, come on in. Water's fine or something like that. um, I'm gonna share the link. Let's see. Um, all right. Um, oh thank God, I hit the X on my stream. Yeah, if you guys want to come in, come on in. I know there's a few of you watching. I don't know. Hey, bud, how was work today? Hey, you know me, man. It was work. I survived it. Trying to get through the day. It was all right. Thanks for asking. What's up, Will? Uh, what's up, Smokey? How y'all doing? Like I said, work is work. I'm trying to get to a position where maybe one day I don't have to have a 9 to 5, and definitely don't have to work customer service. So, by the way, if for those that are new, if you think that my voice sounds different, it's because I'm kind of losing it. It sounds like I've been gargling fucking rocks. Um, but for those that did miss it, just to let you guys know, I am currently talking to somebody, and we are working on some music stuff. I've done that. It's called being disabled. I feel it. I'm really excited. Like I said, I've talked about it a little bit. I'm really excited to make the two albums that we're going to be working on together. Uh, one of them being a solo album, but like another is going to be a collaboration with my buddy Goldleaf. I look forward to hearing it, homie. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit nervous about it because like the one that we're working on currently is gonna be uh one where I'm very like vulnerable is the word I'm gonna use, but it's not the right word. Uh, if that makes sense, I don't know if that makes sense, but um, like I said, it's gonna be me kind of presenting myself in a light that I don't normally do. Um, Mostly just because like I don't want people to be like, "Ah, this guy is sad. We feel bad for him or some shit." But like, one of the songs that I have been working on the hardest is going out to my biological mom. Yeah, I started writing this when she passed away, and I've rewritten this thing like 7, 8 times now, just because like I want it to be perfect. And to the people that I've shown it to, they're just like, why would you not want to use this one? And I'm just like, it's not good enough. And I'd fucking throw it away and I'd restart. But like, the whole point of this album, in my opinion, and this is just from the artist standpoint, is no matter what life throws at you, like whether it's a fucking drug addiction or it's alcoholism or something like that, like you have the choice. You can get sober. You got to choose it. And like, there's so many things that led me to be sober. And it wasn't just because, like, don't get me wrong, a lot of it was like, I don't want to do this shit anymore. It's fucking my life up. But, like, I'm not going to lie and say there wasn't a big part where, like, I saw it affecting the people I care about. And when I saw that, it changed a lot of the things that were in motion. And I was just like, fuck this. I'm tired of hurting people I care about. So, some of this album is gonna be me apologizing to people that no one who knows me except those people are gonna know. And, you know, some of it's gonna be thanking a few people who have been in my life for a while and have had my back since day fucking one. In all honesty, I just want, if there's nothing else that comes out of this album, whether it only gets one play or no one fucking sees it. I hope the people who I'm writing this for legitimately, give me a sec, Gretchen, and I'll let you in, I promise. Um, I hope the people that I wrote this for literally do see it and like can tell that this was for them. My mom obviously isn't gonna get to see it because she's gone, but I believe she's gonna hear it, and she's gonna hear all of the crazy shit that has happened and how her child grew up and changed directions, because that's all I want, man. I just want a better life for myself, and I want people to notice that I'm not the same person that I was a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. That I'm constantly trying to change, and that change is for the better. Um, but Gretchen is here. I'm gonna let Gretchen in. If you want to join, the link is pinned. Come on in. You know, hi Gretchen.
Hi,
How's it going?
pretty good.
That's good.
I just came to love on you.
Appreciate it. We got Iron Doom.
Hello.
What's up tonight?
Hey,
I figured, you know what? Fuck it, I'll join. I got nothing better to do.
Hey
Well,
man.
not true. I do have other shit to do, but I haven't talked to you in a while. So I'm like,
yeah, my bad on that. I kind of
hey, real life comes first.
it's not just that. It's just I get these moments where like I am just, socialization is not for me. He and I like forget that people exist, and they're just like, "Hey man, are you still alive?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I probably should fucking say something." Oh.
You know,
uh,
don't it feel like living alone?
I don't live alone. I have roommates.
Oh,
Yeah.
truth be told, I thought you were still living at Lowe's house.
I mean, it's my house now, but yeah,
Okay, then there you go.
well, it's half my house anyway. But yeah, it's been living. Yeah, it's
Well, hey, as long as you were doing a lot better than you were doing, hell, even last year, that's good to know.
I mean, like, stability wise, yeah. Mentally, uh, that's
Okay,
still
let me put it this way: you're doing a lot better than a certain person we know, and I will not mention by
yeah,
name.
yeah, I guess, but that's kind of a low
I know
bar.
it's a low bar, but you're still doing better.
Yeah, I try to, you know, I try to make life as simple as possible. You know, I feel like I don't know, like I'm still in that like looking over my shoulder type shit where like, all right, when is everything gonna fall apart? I gotta know. Uh, and like it's not intentional. Hey, Elsie, how you doing? It's just more of like, all right, things have been going good. This is not normal. When is everything gonna fall to shit? um, like I said to everybody that's like slowly funneling in, I am so sorry. We have not talked in a hot minute. It's just I sometimes don't like to socialize, so uh, please don't take it like he did anything wrong. I just sometimes your boy just wants to fucking not exist and play video games when I'm not at work. So I keep doing that. This thing is dead. Stop it. Bad cue. Bad.
I think what you're talking about is so relatable and understandable
Yeah.
because when you give so much when you're working, and sometimes it's because it takes so much out of you that you need to, you know, reach your own foundation when you have time to take care of yourself, and self-care is most important. That's the top of your list.
Yep. If you
Um,
can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of others.
I don't know about like taking care of myself because like I still don't eat healthfully, and I don't go outside unless I have to.
Well, I mean, taking care of yourself is a struggle. Obviously, no one said it's easy.
I'm a fucking turtle, man. I just hide in my shell when I'm not pretending to be a happy-go-lucky customer service person. God, I hate it. I hate customer service with a fiery passion. It's, but it, I
Well,
feel
you can always try data entry, work from home.
I don't know about all that. I'm not what you would call data entry inclined. I'm more of a hopefully someday I'll find something that groks with my autism, but until then bills gotta be paid and I gotta eat, so yeah. Though I will say, um some of the people that I work with do make my job a bit more bearable. Um because some of us have really fucked up senses of humor. And so every once in a while when shit's going bad, we'll just crack a joke and get back to work. A
That recharges you somehow.
little bit. Um and then, going home and being a little crustacean and hiding from the world helps. I feel bad because like, you know, I feel like I have some responsibility to like the people that I call friends. Like I should hang out with them, and my brain goes, "Well, you know, I didn't do it for the last few weeks, and I don't want to fucking join in and bother anybody. So I'll do it tomorrow." And then tomorrow comes, I'm like, I'll do it tomorrow. and it repeats itself, and then next thing you know, I haven't been seen in like 6 months. So
Connections with time, I mean, those are irreplaceable because, our time is finite. So I'm grateful for any time that you share.
appreciate
As
that.
long, but as long as it's not at your own expense.
I
Because I
mean,
wouldn't want to be hurting you and not knowing that I was. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, I mean, like, here's my thing. Sometimes, like, and not like not now for is not in a good like not now, but like there are some times where like I do kind of just like force myself to socialize, and it's just so that way all of the progress that I have made in being who I am doesn't kind of like dissipate. Cause like I'm not gonna lie, 2020 gave me the excuse of being the introverted person that I was, because like, oh, well, looks like we can't go out because there's a lockdown, so like, oh no, I have to stay home. And then that evolved into like, I ain't going fucking nowhere. If I don't have to, I don't want to. And like, I think it got a little too I got a little too lost in the sauce when it comes to that. So I am trying to find new ways and creative ideas to like slowly start getting myself to like not stay home all the time unless I'm working. I haven't found that yet, but I will eventually. I don't know. God, my voice sounds so fucking rough. Like I said earlier, it sounds like I've been gargling like rocks. So what did everybody else up to today?
Nothing much. Just hanging out.
Hell yeah.
Today I went to go try to have a medical test completed, and I thought that the place was going to be closed, but I kept getting all these dumb texts and stuff. And it was closed, of course, because of course it was. And then I couldn't do anything but just sit for a while in the outer office of the office that was closed.
Right.
Just then I had the experience of typing something for someone. And when I looked down to send it, it was already gone. So I had spent the past half hour pressing digits for no reason.
Oh,
I
that's
was like,
fun.
yeah, that feels about exactly the same as coming to the office when I knew it was going to be closed anyway.
Yeah. By the way, I just saw your reply from the other day about like
Oh
faking
yeah,
it. So
that was
I
hilarious.
feel bad because like it's not exactly what I meant. Like I don't mean like necessarily like faking it like, oh yeah, this is the best that I've ever like it's more of like I so not to be disgusting. I
No, it's okay.
genuinely like just don't get anything out of having
Sure,
sex.
sure,
I mean, yeah, the thing happens that every dude has, and then and then you get a little bit of dopamine from you know what happens
sure.
when you fuck, but
Right.
like it's not enough dopamine to matter.
Yes, exactly. No, I understood that from your point of view. What I thought was sad funny was he's been married 3 times, and this has never ever dawned upon him that they're sometimes people are just being nice.
Yeah.
Wait, who was married 3 times?
Rojo.
Yeah, like I just I don't know.
There's a vocabulary of sexual favors that are sometimes available for negotiation,
Right.
and that was something completely off the table to his understanding, that someone does a favor because they know that it brings the person joy. And
Well,
there's
see, like
nothing necessarily manipulative about that.
I kind of
That's
understand
a
where
that's a kindness.
I understand where Brojo's confusion is because like a lot of people when they hear the term asexuality, they're like, but like you have to have some kind of attraction to date somebody. And like while that's true, for me, it's more of like, oh, I find this person like their personality to be like
Yeah, you're more
attractive
attracted to the
and
personality rather than the body. You're no, sorry.
like don't get me wrong, like
Asexual, but not
so
aromantic.
so asexuality just means you have little to no sexual attraction. It doesn't always mean like, oh, I have never in my life been horny, right? Like that would not be true. But like the thing is, it's like a once in like very, very few in between where like I'll be like, all right, I'm horny, let's fuck. You know, it's more of like if I'm dating somebody, I recognize that that person has needs that I don't have, and I have needs that that person might not have. So like, and instead of like, I don't think of it as like, oh, I'm doing this just because I want you to do something for me. I
No.
my love language is like gift giving and doing things for someone. So like I personally will be like, all right, well, you are the horny and I want to make you happy, so let's do the diddle. And then like, 9 times out of 10 afterwards we just go and like cuddle and like watch some TV or something, and then I get something out of that because now I'm having the kind of like intimacy that I want. Uh you know, and then some people will be like, well, why don't you just have like friends? And I'm like, well, I don't want to fuck my friends. Uh sorry, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like it's hard to explain in my position. It's hard to explain asexuality because like I'm not the uh know all be all when it comes to asexuality. I feel like a lot of people are better at explaining it than I am. I can only explain it from like my point of view.
Sure.
So I don't ever like I don't ever get upset when someone's like that doesn't make any fucking sense. I'm like it probably doesn't, but
Right.
yeah. Hey man, I'm not out here sowing my seed and getting a
No.
bunch of people fucking pregnant. You know,
Right. I
God,
I
that
think
terrifies me.
I think with Rojo though, he was thinking of it in much more black and white terms, like you were describing, that a lot of people completely misunderstand it altogether and think that it has to be all or nothing or
Right.
never and always and that kind of thing. And that there's so much more nuance to all of it. There's an entire vocabulary, but that it had never ever dawned on him ever in his life that amongst all of his not just the ladies that he married, but other people who he's been around. I
Yeah.
mean, even in the sake of conversation, if someone will have a conversation with you about a topic that isn't necessarily their favorite because they know that your favorite is your favorite and they'll have that conversation with you, that's a gift.
Right.
They're not doing it to spite themselves though. they're not doing something that they hate. It's just not their favorite, but they enjoy seeing that joy in your experience of being able to hear somebody else talk about it too.
Yeah, like I with me, one of my things is I really like romance, right? Like as cheesy as that is it's always been my thing where like I try to come up with like something that I don't do for everyone. Like even being polyamorous, like I wouldn't do like if I'm dating like two people, I'm not gonna like take the second person on the exact same date that I would the first, because they may not like that kind of thing. So like I always try to you know look at the person that I'm dating and try to figure out like the perfect thing for them, whether it's just like, hey, let's order some Chinese food and fucking binge watch a Netflix show, or like uh even though I might not like the concert, buying tickets for them to go see their favorite band. I just like doing those kind of things, and every once in a while, like I'm not gonna lie, every once in a while, sometimes I wanna cadoodle. I couldn't think of a better word for fuck. Uh, so anyway, yeah, like I just, and this is how I see it. I don't need sex. If I want the dopamine, I have two hands and the internet, you know. But like I'd rather build a connection with somebody and establish like a real relationship, and then after that, then do the sex. Like it's just me. I think it's more meaningful anyway. Um, yeah. Also, Mountain Dew made a new like flavor, or
Oh,
it
what
may
is
not
it?
be new. It's called Summer Freeze Cherry Lemon Raspberry, and like low key, it's pretty good.
Oh, wow.
I
It's
don't
like
know if
they
it's
put
good, but it's
everything
good to me.
together. They're putting it all in there.
Oh yeah. Oh, excuse me.
Is Halsey still here?
I have legitimately no idea. Halsey, are you still here? Maybe not.
That's
Um,
okay. I
I
think
am.
they're supposed to be. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Well, I think there's supposed to be some sort of karaoke that Brojo said he was going to run later or something.
Possibly, it's possible. I was probably gonna wrap this up anyway because uh, I really want to lay down. To be honest, I'm kind of tired.
Yeah. Well, take care of yourself.
I will try. Thank you guys for joining. Thanks to everyone that watched. Um, till next time, which I don't know when that's gonna be, but talk to y'all later. Badoop.